Welcome to the channel, everybody. I have just started up a new gaming channel. This will probably be the third, I think. I've been ironing out some kinks, trying to figure out the best way to go about doing that with my schedule and also including a hobby that I'm doing anyway. So I was, like, let's go ahead and do some videos. Why not? If folks like it, hopefully they'll start subscribing. So I'm starting fresh, and I thought, why not start the channel with a video of the new PC gaming rig that I just received from Main Gear. Do an unboxing, show you guys a little bit of the room that I'm going to be using, and then hopefully put some footage of some benchmarks and what I'm getting out of the rig once I get it up there. Right now I have my NZXT system, which I've actually had this bad boy for, God, I don't even know how many years. I actually bought it when Anthem first came out to play that game, so that's how old the rig is. It's running a 2080 Ti in it right now with a decent amount of RAM and all that good stuff, so it served me well for this long. But now that these new games are coming out, mostly Monster Hunter Wilds, that's going to be the one that I'm going to be diving into. Huge fan. It just can't do it anymore. It's done what it's going, it served its purpose. It's going to get moved to the living room and become multimedia, whatever, watch videos on it. So that's what's going to happen there. This bad boy right here is going to get set up on that stand. This is my actual setup right here. Might be kind of hard to see with the light coming through the window. I've got the 55-inch widescreen right there, and I have my dual monitors over here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two, move them over to this side, take this bad boy, move him over here, because when I normally record videos, I have my Sony 700, which is this bad boy right here. This is normally what I stream with. I normally have it sitting right underneath the screen like this. I'll raise this screen up and I'll have this on a tripod. So I think what I'm going to do is switch everything around, run some cable management behind all this to the new rig right there. And really the main reason is so I can have this as my background, maybe get some lighting behind this new bookcase that I just put up. And that way I don't have a green screen, so more than likely this is going to be the view, and I can always adjust it from there. So let me go ahead and open this bad boy up. Fingers crossed that nothing is broken from the shipping. I did have an issue the first time they sent me this machine, and I had to send it back and get it repaired, which was really disappointing. I was supposed to have this machine a month ago. But fingers crossed. I asked for extra padding this time, so let me rip it open and I'll get some video, and fingers crossed everything works well this time. See you in a second. All right, so let's unbox this bad boy and see what we got. This box is in pretty bad condition. It has been taped, retaped, and everything else. So cool, they did use this. This is probably the padding that I sent back. I asked these folks to actually pad on the inside of the device, so fingers crossed. Replaced damaged AIO fans. Yes, replaced all 3 fans because they were all broken. Reinstalled windows, made sure the motion drivers were up to date. Test the system to ensure performance. Cool. So cool, we do have a 3D mark, blah, blah, blah. Okay, there's some bench notes on there. That's cool. Okay, cool. Set that over there. All right, and we have accessory bag right here. This is, honestly, I didn't even open this stuff up the first time they sent it, because as soon as I took the PC out of the box last time, I noticed it was broken, so I just threw everything right back in there. All right, I want to stand up to get this bad boy out. Actually, I think I'm going to just flip it up on its head like this and let it slide out. There we go. Yeah, it did have a bad spot in the box right there, so good old FedEx, man. Good old FedEx. Okay, lay it down on its side. As you can see, I did get the white case, and I don't see any fans hanging out from here, so that's that's a positive. That was the first thing I noticed the first time I received it. I mean, you could see it. I didn't even have to open up and test the device. I could clearly see that there were broken parts. There is no extra padding inside this machine that I asked for. So they did say that they use 3D printing to make brackets to secure the GPU, which I have a 4090 in there. So let's flip it up on the side. I don't see anything that looks like it's damaged. The front face is a little unsecure there. It's popped back into place, so that's fine. This front piece, not sure if anybody knows, but it does pop right off, so it's not really a big issue. And this front plate right here can pop right off too, in case you want to switch it out or have any kind of custom plates. But I didn't worry about any of that. I'm not really worried about any kind of customization when it comes to the outside of the box. And you can see this piece right there can pop on and off if you want to get in here and piddle around with those fans. But it looks like everything is where it's supposed to be. Well, let's pop this guy right back in there. Make sure that's secure. I really like the white box a little bit more than the black ones. I've always had black cases. But yeah, that's it so far. Let me open up and make sure everything is in place and not shaking around. These attachment screws are actually really tight, so I had to go grab the screwdriver in order to get those started and take them off. And that is sliding right off like that. And we have a couple notches down there at the bottom, so that came off fairly easy. Okay, so inside, what I wanted to show everybody is these are the brackets that were actually broken when I first received the device. So hopefully you can see inside the fan, there's 3 brackets which actually mount each of these fans right there. So when I first received the machine, every single one of these were broken, and the fans were actually on the outside of the case. On these 2 bottom fans, there was at least 1 mount that was broken, and they were laying out as well. I have no idea how that happened. It's impossible to twist these. The only thing that I could think of is they were just, I don't know, some kind of manufactured incorrectly or whatever, because even if you were to drop this with all the padding and whatnot, there's no way that these things would have shattered like that. At any rate, so we have everything in place here. I'm not really going to mess with anything too much. Just make sure the RAM is still secured. And I don't want to mess with the GPU too much either, but it seems like it's secure in there as well. Thank goodness all these fans seem to be spinning and nothing obstructing. That's really wanted to make sure no obstruction on the fans before I spun it up. Cabling is really clean on the inside of this machine. I'm not going to pull the backside off and look, but I am kind of impressed. I can also see where the internal RGB strips, it looks like they were peeling away a little bit right here. You saw me push it back on there, but when it first got here, it was coming off a little bit. And I'm assuming when these get hot, that they may start to peel off a little bit, but you know, no big deal. But yeah, that's what we're looking at right now. That is hopefully my new beast for the next 5 to 6 years, unless I hit the lottery. All right, I am done rearranging. You can see this corner is now cleared out where the old machine was sitting, and it now sits on this side. Looking nice over there, sitting with my PS5. Cable management is a little sloppy, mostly because I keep my keyboard and mouse a lot of play in those cables, because when it goes up and down, also I sit in a recliner, so a lot of times I'm sitting several feet away from my desk, so I want to have plenty of cable. I don't really need the cables that tight. A little bit of cable dangling around doesn't bother me. Monitor is looking sweet right there. Camera is good to go, and got these monitors up with my boom mic. So yeah, that is the new setup, guys. I'm going to wait till it gets dark, and I'm going to clean up this area behind me a little bit more. I have some lighting on the left-hand side of this bookcase, so I'll be able to see that a little bit better whenever it does get dark. I can turn out the light. And obviously I'm going to clean up all the cables and the boxes and whatnot. So that is it. Looking forward to loading some games and some recording software back on the machine. And I wanted to show y'all the settings real quick so you could understand why I was getting the frames I'm getting when I go into the game. When I first joined, I put the quick preset on Ultra, and then I went down and modified a few of the things underneath the resolution scaling and the DLSS. I switched this to super resolution, put this on balanced, switched the super resolution preset over to transformer model, and then I turned on the frame generation. I did turn off motion blur. That's really a preference, but everything else is on the highest setting possible. So let's jump in and see what it looks like. So I just loaded in at Kabuki Central. I'm going to run around a little bit and see what kind of fluctuations I get with the frame rates. I'm not really going to do any combat because honestly I don't remember how to do combat in this game. I could probably pull the trigger and that would be about it. Now if somebody does try something stupid, I will light them up. And I expect everything to look fantastic. I don't expect there to be any... Ooh. Those might be baddies. Yeah, okay. You know what? Fates have aligned. I'm going to try to light these fools up. Boom! 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 God! Nice. Yeah, that was absolutely kaboom. I forgot I had the sniper rifle. That was nice. So yeah, hanging steady at 120. Nice. I don't know why I'm looting these guys. I'm not gonna be playing the game. Let me yeah, let me get on this bad boy right here. Oh. Woohoo! Oh yeah, baby. Yeah. Here we go. Let's see what our frames get to. Oh man, this is moving smoothly. Yeah. Whoa. There we go. Alright, so it's dropping down to about 110. Whoa, holy shit! Fuck! Oh my god! Oh man, this bike does not turn very easily. Yeah, so it's... I think that those little janks, it's running really smooth. There we go. Nice. Looking good. 126. And looks like I jumped up to 12 gigs on the GPU, and then obviously around 15. It probably jumped up to 16 on the machine itself, and my CPU is chugging about 46%. I'm trying to keep an eye out of my peripheral and not wreck while driving this bike. I'm going to drive around a little bit just to see how much it goes up. Yeah, I can see now already getting out of the city, it's starting to go up a little bit. There we go. This music sucks. There we go. God dang, that music sucks. Alright, there's enough of that. Boom! Not bad. Okay. So, that was decent. Compared to what I used to have, it blows it completely out of the water. I'm really happy with that. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed the videos. I'm going to have a lot more gameplay, and I'm probably going to start off with Indiana Jones because I've been wanting to play that game for a really long time. So, if you do enjoy this video and you want to check out some more gameplay and more anything video game related content, check out the channel. It is Zossima. Remember the name, remember the game. It's going to be a long time before we stop this thing. Let's go.